I'd like to introduce.
Listen to the day by day, play by play. Day by day.
I'd like to introduce.
Listen to the day by play. Day by day.
I'd like to introduce.
Listen to the day by day, play by play. Day by day.
I'd like to introduce.
Listen to the day by day, play by play. Day by day, listen.
I'd like to introduce.
Listen to the day by day.
Yo, what's good? We are officially live with Day at Night. Let me get these settings right while people tune in. Hope everybody feeling good. Hope everybody feeling safe. Hope everybody feeling sane. Hope everybody feeling blessed. Where we at right here with it? We about to hit this new year, 2025, which is crazy. Like 2020 was just 2 years ago. I swear it was. Remember us. Yeah, what's up, Ann? Of course I remember you. Can't get right. I hope you've been getting right lately. How you been? Call in line. Can't get right. How you been? Hopefully that name doesn't stick with you no more. You in college. You gotta be sharp. You can't get right no more. I think that the lessons in the game we put you on to got you sharp now. You can't get right no more. Call in line 202. Get this joint right quick. Boom. Facebook clear. Can y'all hear me? I know y'all can see me. Can y'all hear me? Give me a quick thumbs up. Whichever one you want, whether you're on YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram, give me a thumbs up if you can hear me clearly. Damn, this joint all right. I'm using the new software. Damn, I didn't think you'd remember me. I'm good though. What about you? Of course, I got really good memory. Like I got like that freakish good memory. Like I don't even tell people when I remember them because my memory's so good. Like I'll remember somebody from like first grade, but like one time I remembered somebody from way back when, and I said, "Yo, what's up? You remember me from da-da-da?" And they was like, "No." So ever since then, like, but I got really good memory. Of course I remember you though. We worked together for a couple years. Okay, bet y'all can hear me. Yeah, now I remember you. I'm good. Same old. I don't work with the Y no more. I moved on, but yeah, now I'm good. Ready to get ready for the new year. Oh man, it's 2025, bro. We a quarter of the way through the 2000s. Like, we a quarter of the way through the 2000s. My dog Kevo, what it do, baby? My dog Kev. We a quarter of the way through the 2000s, man. That's crazy. Like, I remember 2020 was just 2 years ago for real. Like 2020 was just 2 years ago. 2022, 3, 4, everything else. I mean, it was just kind of like a blur. But we're going to get into the reflecting stage a little bit later on this stream. We got an hour. I got 60 minutes with y'all. Y'all got 60 minutes with me. We're going to get into the nitty gritty later. But yeah, man, everything's good. We're getting ready for the new year. What's y'all plans for the New Year's? I've been chilling. But I'm gonna go to a little schwindig, a little kickback for New Year's Eve. I ain't doing nothing too heavy. I know y'all see my birds. I know y'all see that boy Saquon 2-6. And I ain't speaking about Fayetteville, even though shout out to the Ville. 2-6. That boy cracked 2,000 yards. God damn. That boy cracked 2,000 yards. Yo, that is crazy. Like, when we got Saquon, and I just want to be real quick with this. When we got Saquon, I was like, all right, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, he ready to turn up. We got the greatest O-line in the league, and Saquon is still Saquon. Giants let him go. I was like, bet, we'll take it. I didn't expect 2,000. I expected like 1,700 and some change. You know what I'm saying? A couple tutties, 2,000 in a game left, and a chance for him to beat the record versus old team, versus the Giants. If it's any Giants fans in here right now, I'm sorry, but it is what it is. Shout out to my Birds, number 2 seed in the playoffs. So whoever wins number 1, I think they're going to lose first round, and the playoffs is going to run through Philadelphia. The Super Bowl runs through Philadelphia. Do I still got Desi? Yes, I do. Yes, I do got her. She's still very annoying. She still smells very bad, but she's here nonetheless. Desi is here in full effect. Oh, wait, I was supposed to do something right quick. Hold up, y'all. Got to get this. All right. Got to get this camera right. All right, we ready to get straight into it, man. So I get a lot of my topics for this thing on social media. Twitter, Instagram, mostly Twitter, though. Twitter is crazy. I'll be addicted to that joint. But I recently saw a tweet by Plies that had me curious. So I want to get y'all take on this. All right. So this is a tweet by Plies. Say that 10 times. A tweet by Plies. He asks, are dudes still entertained by twerking? So I want to get both sides of I want to get both sides tonight. I'm going to ask 2 main questions. This is going to be the first one. And fellas, I want to get y'all input to give to the ladies. And ladies, I want to get y'all input to give to the fellas. We're going back and forth like ping pong tonight, all right? What's y'all take on this? Are dudes still entertained by twerking? Yes, no, maybe so. Calling line is open the whole night, 202-599-6992. Or you can drop your comments in the comment section and I can bring it on the screen, whether it's on Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube. I can bring up the comments on the screen. But while I dig into my arsenal, let me know what y'all think on this. Fellas, I especially want to hear from y'all. Put it out there. Are y'all still turned on? What does twerking do for y'all? What was the question? Entertained by twerking, I should say. Are dudes entertained by twerking? Drop your comments in the comment section. Are dudes still entertained by twerking today? Why is this not showing me my live? Day by day TV. No, this joint tripping. Oh, am I tripping? Might be me. All right, Rody, what up? So Rody said, what you talking about, Rody? Let me drop this joint. Rody said they just like the attention. The women? Attention by who? Let me know what y'all think. They just like the attention. So I think I know why Plies tweeted this tweet. And mind you, Plies is like 40-something. Like Plies is like grown as hell. Add a comment, 2 destinations, Facebook, YouTube. Instagram is here too. That's crazy how I can bring up the Instagram comments. So I think I know why Plies tweeted this tweet, because we're in a new time now. You know what I mean? Like, everything is on blast today, especially with social media. Like, social media is the number one reason for this. Everything is on blast. Everything is out there. So it's like, you know, it's like we want what we can't have. You know what I'm saying? Like, with social media, we see certain things all day, every day. And once we see it 100,000 times in the palm of our hands at the disposable of just clicking 2 buttons and this boom is right there, then you kind of get tired of seeing it, whether it's in person or on social media. Good response, Rody. We're going to get back to that. But again, once you see something 1 million times, then it's like, okay, cool. Now, me personally, my answer to this question, am I still entertained by twerking? It depends. It depends on if it's a girl that I'm trying to take personal or pleasurable. It's a difference. And we're going to get more into that later, but it comes down to whether it's personal or pleasurable. But either way, to answer the question on the grand scheme of things, me personally, not really. I don't mind it, but like, I don't be geeked over it. Like, you know, on Twitter especially, say like Meg Thee Stallion, for instance. If it's a new video of Meg Thee Stallion twerking, and she be going crazy. I ain't gonna lie, she be going crazy. But like, if it's a new video of Meg Thee Stallion twerking, and it be, hitting the airwaves on social media, people go crazy. They be like, oh shit, new da-da-da-da, Meg twerking or Ari twerking, she going crazy, this shit. Me, personally, when I see twerking videos of like Meg or anyone on social media, I go, oh, all right, that's what's up. And I don't skip a beat. I don't skip a beat. Again, one of the main reasons is, yo, we see so many things so many times throughout the day that it's not even like, okay, next, and you know what I mean? And that's one of them. Now, again, I don't mind it. Like, it's cool. But I think he's asking more so on a personal aspect, like a chick you would take personal. Like, are you entertained a lot by a chick you would take personal? Who's twerking? Just to be doing it? No. Me personally, no. Like a joint that's like known for like just being twerking throughout social media or anytime she go out, that's her shtick. Nah. Me personally, no. I'm not crazy about it. To each his own, but hope this ain't freeze. Hey, IG, let me know if this froze or not. Let me know if it's clear. Nah, I'm not crazy about it. If I see it, it's like, okay, that's what's up. But like, would I like want to wife a chick that's like, that's her shtick? Like Meg. Like Meg is known for like twerking. Other chicks are known for like twerking. That's what they do. Like you, boom, they be busting it down. That's what's up. Would I take that personal? No. And I think that's what he was getting at. It's like, yo, we see twerking 24/7 throughout social media and in person, both, but especially social media. Like, is it entertaining anymore? Nah, it's the exclusiveness of shit that makes us want it more. Or at least me. Let me speak for me. I can't speak for everybody because you got payers and you got players. I like the exclusiveness of shit. So if I know, if it's my girl and like, yeah, she twerks sometimes when we go out, like she do that for me, cool. Yeah, that shit's sexy. But like, if everybody know what a twerk game like, that's what she do on a regular in-person social media, I'm not crazy about that. Again, on the personal aspect, you got personal, you got pleasurable. If it's a chick I'm cool with, I don't care. Yeah, that's what's up. Do your thing. Boom. But if it's something I'm trying to take personal, no. Pleasurable, like something I'm just trying to have pleasure with, again, cool. That's a free example right there. Boom. But I mean, shit, man, I just turned 30 last month. And I'm at this point where even if it's pleasurable, I'm approaching it with that personal mindset. This game is going crazy right now. Oh, you talking about NFL? It's a game on? Bro, I only watch the Eagles. Oh, Detroit. Hold on. So if Detroit lose and then lose against the Vikings, can we be number one? I didn't even know there was a game going on right now. And it's Detroit. I'm supposed to be watching that. I've only watched my Eagles this year. Like, I've been so tuned in with the Birds. Like, I've only watched the Birds. I haven't watched no other team. Like, I only watched the Eagles and that's it. But yeah, so I think that's what Plies was getting at with this tweet. Like, Shippy, so I'm thinking you talking about the game. You talking about the game. I'm thinking about the game. But I mean, shit is so like, such free, easy access. It's like, is it any fun? Like, if shit is easy access for the whole world to see, is it any fun? You know what I mean? And then someone brought up a great point. They said, well, you got strip clubs, you got strippers. That they obviously ain't going out of style because they still in business. They still be paid for sure. Again, you got personal and you got pleasurable. And I'm speaking for me. Personal and pleasurable. Do I want my chick twerking all on Instagram and TikTok? Fuck no. But if it's a chick that I'm cool with, hell yeah, do your thing, shorty. I ain't mad at you. If a chick I'm cool with or a chick I'm going down the pleasurable route, go ahead. I don't care. Yeah, shit, that's what's up. But it's a difference. It's a difference with everything. Just like when girls say, oh, I get dudes. Do you get dudes that want to wife you or get dudes that want to pipe you? It's a difference with it. It's a difference with everything. Down the border. It's always two sides of the coin. So I think he's talking more about the wifing side, the personal side as far as this goes. And then I even saw in the comments, a few women were saying, we not doing it for y'all. You know what? I need some answers on this right quick, ladies, because whether it's twerking, getting BBLs, apparently women don't do shit for men. Women twerk for other women. Women get BBLs and their bodies done for other women. Women wear makeup. They get their hair done for other women. I need help. What the fuck are y'all, like, what do women do for us? This is a legit question. Because apparently women twerk for other women. Apparently women get BBLs for other women. I call cap, but let's go down. Let's play. I call cap, but let's play. Let's say that is the truth. What is it that women do for men, if that's the case? What are ladies doing for men if that's the case? If everything, including twerking and getting BBLs, is for other women, then what are women doing for men? I need answers. I don't know. I need help with that one. 202-599-6992, man. All right, ready to get into our next question of the day. I thought that was a good tweet by Plies. Like I said, I think I know where he was coming from with that. Like, of course, if you see twerking, like, cool. It's cool to see. That's what's up. He's asking, like, if it's a chick that you into and she twerking on social media, like, are you entertained by that? And speaking for myself, no, not really. I'm just like, okay, that's what's up. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like 21-year-old me, yeah, I would have been hype about that shit. Be like, God damn, she moving that motherfucker. But I mean, now I just be like, all right, that's what's up. You know what I mean? I don't really be too pressed about it. All right, so anyway, that was a good question by Plies, and it had me come up with the question of the day in total. So the main question of the day is, and this is piggybacking off of that tweet by Plies, what do men find attractive in women today? So this is going to be for both sides of the game, both sides of the coin. I want women to put y'all answers in the comment section to let other women and men know your opinion on what you think we like from y'all. And then men, keep it a buck in the comment section. What do you find attractive in a woman today? Whether it's qualities, whether it's personal, whether it's physical, whatever. Just anything, just name them. Drop them in the comment section or call in 202-599-6992. What do men find attractive in women today? Drop it in the comment section. What we like on Facebook. This is my first time going live on Facebook. Make sure it's popping up. And I'm about to answer. Let me just check this joint right quick and I'll get my answer while y'all doing that. All right, cool. Damn, that joint look good on Facebook. I ain't gonna lie. Speaking of Facebook, Facebook better than Instagram, low key. And I'm starting to realize that, low key. Facebook is better than Instagram. It pays you better, pays you actually pretty decent for your content. Has better reach, better engagement. Like, I grew crazy on Facebook compared to Instagram. All right, so the question of the day, what do men find attractive in a woman? Fellas, ladies, everybody drop your comments in the comment section or call in live 202-599-6992. So I'm gonna speak on my flavor, on my taste. And then y'all can whether y'all agree or not. Because we're all different. Every man don't think the same. Every woman don't think the same. A lot of shit is subjective. Yeah, it could be a majority of things or a majority two things, but at the end of the day, everything is different. So me, what do I find attractive in a woman? For me, it's mostly two things. And like I said, this is piggybacking off of what Plies just asked. And if y'all missed it, Plies earlier, he asked, are dudes still entertained by twerking? This was his tweet that we kind of reflected on earlier. So, and I'm kind of piggybacking off of that because me, one of the main things I find attractive in a woman, especially today, is exclusiveness. Again, with what Plies said, like, a lot of shit ain't really like low key, hidden or exclusive anymore. It's like everything is on blast, everything's on Front Street, and social media is the biggest reason for that. Social media is a blessing and I don't want to call it a curse, but a roadblock too. It can cause many problems, but it's a blessing as well. But one of the main things is we're losing exclusiveness with a lot of shit today. You know what I mean? Like, I like the exclusiveness and shit. Like, we like the exclusiveness and shit. We like the shit that's like, we're curious, like, work our curiosity. You know what I'm saying? I think women are the same way. At least that's how I approach the game with women. I don't like, even though I have a podcast and I'm vulnerable and, you know, I kind of got to be out there with this shit, I don't put everything out there as far as me and how I move. Exclusive is a good one. Yeah, I that's number one for me, exclusiveness. Like, because it's kind of like hard now, you know what I mean? Like, and I know, and I say that, and I also want to say this, like, when dudes be like, "Where the good women at?" And I mean, yeah, what dudes will be like, "Good women." That's a lot of good women be ducked off. You know what I mean? But that goes with the exclusiveness part. Like, it's a chick right now. Like, I'm not looking or approaching nothing serious. But if I were to, like, a good friend of mine, like I could see myself in a relationship with her. Like you, like she posts pictures of her. You don't know nothing what her body look like. But let me tell you, that shit banging. You don't know what her body look like. It's just nice ass photos. You know what I'm saying? And she pretty as hell. Ain't no videos of her twerking. You don't even know what she be into for real. It's the exclusiveness. This is me. And I don't say that to say just because you post something on social media, because like you could have, like, a woman could have a podcast, right? And that don't mean she's not exclusive. I'm just talking about the shit that dudes kind of, you know what I'm saying, want to look after. Me, it's the exclusiveness side. She got to be able to cook. Yeah. Listen, and women be teed up. Women be teed up about this one. Yeah, yo, like, it's such a difference between a chick that you deal with preparing a home cooked meal for you compared to asking what you want from the spot down the street. It's such a difference, y'all. Like, and women be getting teed up about that sometimes. I don't know why. Like, just because we ask if women can cook, y'all response is, can we build a house? But okay. But you know what? I want to shout out to the chick cooking with Kaya, because she opened up a lot of eyes for a lot of women out here. You know what I'm saying? All she do is cook and talk her shit. And dudes were going crazy over that because, like Michael Irvin said, we losing recipes. That shit is real. We losing recipes, man. We losing recipes. So if you have, it's nothing like a home cook. Like, yo, like the last time I had a chick I was dealing with that could cook was over the summer, I think, or spring, summer, one of the two. But like she would make food for, it was good too, but she would cook for me, yo, and I would just fucking melt, bruh. I'm like, yo, I don't know. Like, when you cook, when you have a meal prepared for you by a chick you deal with, and that meal is made out of love, that shit transfers from the food to our soul. Like, I don't think some women realize. But shout out to Cooking with Kaya, because she's opening up a lot of eyes with that, and a lot of women starting to bite her style. A lot of women biting her style heavy. And let me say this as well, because, you know, with Cooking with Kaya, that's positive. It's a attractive black woman cooking, doing content, and the number one people that were coming for her were other women, which was crazy. I thought that was fucking crazy, because dudes, you know what I'm saying, was eating it up and was like, oh, this is dope. So women were either hating on her or trying to bite her style. But let me say this. I hope she gets a brand deal by one of these cooking companies or something, because that Hawk Tua girl got a goddamn Bitcoin podcast and all type of sponsorships from talking about her fucking fellatio style. So I don't know if the Cooking with Kaya joint got something now, but I hope she do at this point. But yeah, that's a good one, Josh. Cooking for sure. All right, let's see what else we got. Brains, yeah, no brainer. I mean, no, that's actually not a no brainer. Yeah, no brains. That's not a no brainer because, yeah, their mindset. Okay, so brains and their mindset kind of go hand in hand. Their mental, yeah. And you know, that's why it's important for dudes to not be so fucking controlled by their dick. Pause, but I gotta say it. Like, I know a lot of the dudes that's tuning in right now, like, I know how they move as far as, like, you know, they mindset on things, and they ain't moving like no youngin'. And listen, I moved that way. That's why I can speak on it. I moved that way for sure. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22-year-old for sure. I'm thinking head first, and not this one. I'm thinking head first. But I say that to say that's why it's important. I always say this. I think every dude should go celibate for one point in time in their life for this reason right here. So you can see a chick's mindset. So like 2 years ago, I went celibate for 6 months. I started my celibacy journey now. I'm a weekend? But this time I'm doing celibacy and retention. I'm a weekend. But 6 months, when I did my 6-month joint, that was the first time I ever did that shit, right? And I really realized, like, the mindset of women. You really realize what type time women be on when you don't, because when you trying to fuck, they could say whatever. They could say anything, and you is not thinking about that shit. You be like, yeah, true, right. You ain't You ain't even hearing that shit. You agreeing with everything. You laughing at all her jokes. You saying, right. She telling you about the dudes that fucked her over in the past, and you be like, oh, he was fucked up for that. Whole time you move the exact same way. You don't be thinking. You don't be thinking about none of that. All you be thinking about is piping. You think about what she looked like naked. You think about what it looked. You think about what it looked like. You think about if it's a lobster claw, if it's a little droopy joint. You be thinking about what it smell like. You is not thinking about nothing. You think about what it gonna look like from the back. Like, you ain't think about none of that shit. That's why I say every dude should go celibate at some point in their life. You can really detect the mentality of a woman you dealing with. At least 2 to 3 months will lock you in crazy. Yeah, Dev, straight up. So yeah, brains and mindset for sure. Cause that's where a lot of dudes, like how you call it, like simps, you know what I'm saying? Like they say that simps is on the rise. They fucking the game up. Simps is fucking the game up, but at the same time, they making it easier for, you know what I'm saying, dudes that know how to move. But they fucking the game up because they want to hit every joint. So they give every joint, you know what I'm saying, the answer she looking for and whatever else she looking for. And her mentality is some shit. You have a woman who body banging, but she's a fucking dickhead. Like her mentality is garbage. But because dudes just trying to pipe, they hype her up 24/7. So that's how she gonna move 24/7. Yeah, 2 to 3 months. I agree. Let's see what else we got. Yo, I fuck with this joint. I can pull up the Instagram comments on here. I couldn't do this before. Tayani, what up? We got Tayani in the building. Long story short podcast in the building. How Texas treating you, T? Yeah, but yeah, heavy on the losing recipes. T, I know you probably throw down too, huh? Them Hawaiian dishes. I know you probably throw down. Jaja, what up? I speak to you in a minute. I haven't gone live in a minute, so maybe that's why. But what's good, Jay? Tayani, what up? Yeah, Dev. Yeah, man. Every dude should go celibate at one point in their life, bro. That shit will really open up your eyes. Hey, T, yeah, how Texas treating you? I know when you move, like, it can be a minute before you get back in a groove of, like, potting and things. Like, last year when I moved to the spot I'm at now, it took me a couple months till I got back in a groove because I had to move my shit and I had to set up my new studio. I had to do this, do that. So it was a minute. But, yeah, man, I hope everything good. Hope everything good in Texas. Hope Texas treating you well. Yeah, you've been missing. I know. I'm back in the groove though. I'm back in the groove. I was like, man, once 2025 start, I'm gonna start doing day and night live again, at least twice a week. But I'm like, nah, why wait? See, that's what we get it fucked up too. Don't wait till January. Start today. Really should have started in November or October, but don't wait till January. Do my thing in the kitchen. Okay, T. T be in the kitchen getting busy. Some fusion shit. What's that mean? Fusion, like what and what? Like, what is it a fusion of? Take they ass to the islands in the kitchen with me. Speaking of islands, I'm going to tell you a group of women. Like, I've dealt with 3 Jamaican women my whole life. All of them can cook their ass off. And it'd be good food too. I'm going to tell you what's y'all favorite type of food? My favorite type of food, and like, I be telling people, they think I'm going to say Mexican or whatever, Indian. My favorite type of food in the whole world is Haitian food. Haitian food is so fucking good to me. Like, whether it's chicken, fish, I don't do pork anymore, but Haitian food is the shit to me. I love Haitian food. So don't be surprised, like, if one day I just pop up with a Haitian wife. Take their... Okay, so fusion is Filipino, Hawaiian, Japanese, and stuff. Okay. Nah, I get it. I get the flavor. I get the flavor. Japanese food, that's good. So like, what's it called? What's that shit called? Hibachi, stuff like that. Japanese sushi. I know sushi is originally from Japan. Yeah, that's good stuff. Texas weather is bipolar. I'm gonna be back recording in February. It was too much to keep doing it. Well, yeah, I know. Listen, I already know how it is. Like, I'm legit not moving. My lease is up in April, And I'm not moving just to avoid going through that shit, like the whole moving and setting up process. It takes a minute. It takes a minute. But all right, y'all, for those who tuning in, you see the question of the day on the screen. What do men find attractive in women today? Now, this question came from a tweet that Plies tweeted out earlier. He asked, are dudes still entertained by twerking? Like, is twerking something that dudes find attractive in a woman anymore today? And I said, as far as a woman we're trying to take personal or a wife, no, because there's no exclusiveness with anything today, and twerking being one of those things. So that's where the question came from. So the question today is, what do men find attractive in a woman? I want answers from both sides. We're helping both sides out today. Men, I want you to drop y'all answers in the comment section. Women, I want you to drop what y'all think men find attractive in a woman in the comment section. So drop both in the comment section. We're going to pull up the answers on the screen and dissect them. So let me know what y'all think. I'm going to pull your answers up on the screen and we're going to go through it. Or if you want to, you can call in live 202-599-6992. What do men find attractive in a woman? So while y'all getting y'all answers together, I'm going to go ahead and give my spiel. So mine earlier, I said exclusiveness. For me personally, first on the list, exclusiveness. Since everything is so out there today, exclusiveness. And that doesn't mean all for social media and don't post her life. Nah, it's not that. But it's the things that a dude would want to find attractive, exclusive to only where, like, I know what it is. I see what it is. All right. And then we had a lot of and we had two answers around mindset and brain. So mental and mindset. All right. Alicia, what up? Go Birds. I know you see the jersey. That boy Saquon. You know what I mean? All right. So we got ambition. Okay. Ambitious. Ambitious is a good one. Ambitious. If you could dive a little bit more into that, ambitious. As far as ambitious towards what? What would you like for her to be ambitious towards? If you could elaborate. Sense of humor. Yes, abso-fucking-lutely. Sense of humor is up there for me as well. Very much so up there with me. Like, if you a wall, like, if it's no jokes, like you know what I mean, then and my sense of humor ain't hard to get along with. It's not hard at all. Sense of humor is definitely up there. It's not hard at all. Play around with and not be hurting feelings. Yeah, let me say that. So, yeah, that's definitely true. Like, I remember a couple years ago when I first moved to Charlotte, it was this chick I was dealing with. And me, where I'm from, like, we crack jokes on each other. That's just how we show love. And that's how I show love, whether it's my homeboys or a chick I'm dealing with. Like, I'm a crack jokes on you, like on some Martin and Gina shit. You know what I mean? Like, you could talk about me back, because that's just how I see it. That's just love to me. You know what I'm saying? There was one chick, she from out here, and she wasn't used to it. And it's crazy because I actually did an episode with Niles Nisi from or Retrospectro from Lean and Cuisine. He was like, yeah, like, you know, like him coming from New York to Maryland, it took him getting used to the Joan and in a sense of humor, because, you know what I'm saying, he took it personal. Yeah, if you take everything personal, I mean, I think eventually you'll warm up to me, but nah, it's all love. But yeah, sense of humor for sure. Sense of humor for sure. Like, if I can quote a line from a show or from a movie and you know what it's from, we're locked in. We're definitely locked in. Being able to hold a conversation, ain't nothing worse than talking to a brick wall. Yeah. Got to be able to hold a convo, man. Got to be able to hold a convo. Fellas, I need some of y'all answers in this comment section. Let me know, fellas, what do y'all find attractive in a woman? And it can be physical, it can be mental, whatever it is. Characteristic. Being able to have a convo is definitely up there. Facts. How much time we got? Emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence. Don't call me slow, but emotional intelligence, does that mean like control of your emotions? Let me see, matter of fact. Let me not look dumb. What does emotional intelligence? I mean, I know what it means, but I need like because I think people be, and I'm not talking about you, Jaisha, but people be throwing it around. So emotional intelligence is the capacity to be aware of, control, and express one's emotions. Okay, so in control of one's emotions, pretty much. Right, confuse the shit. Emotional intelligence pretty much is in control of your emotions, right? Able to gauge and be in control of your emotions. Yes, 1000%. And listen, we're all emotional. I know we say women are emotional creatures. Yes, y'all are more emotional than men, but that's because y'all have estrogen. Like, that's not even trying to comfort y'all. That's literally a biological, scientific reason behind that. Estrogen produces emotions somewhere down the road, I think. I ain't no scientist and I'm not fact checked, but I think. But everyone has emotions. And shit, listen. Men and women need to have emotional intelligence because there's a lot of dudes out here in prison because they don't have emotional intelligence. I was just talking to my little cousin about this because somebody got in his face. Someone he knows got in his face and he was like, yo, like, this shit ain't worth it. You know what I mean? Like, he could have easily lashed out. And I know my cousin, he would have fucked bruh up. He could have easily lashed out and then what? Catch a charge? Even worse, you never know. But yeah, emotional intelligence on both sides. Because you're going to get emotional. Women like a little bit more emotional. Dudes can have more strong outbursts of emotion, if you will, because we're stronger creatures, mental, physical, testosterone, all that shit, right? So if you just let your emotions get the best of you, man or woman, like I'm kind of going away from the main topic right now, man or woman, anyone who don't have their emotions in check is such a liability, bruh. That shit is such a liability. Like, whether it's a partner, whether it's a friend, even a family member, that shit's a liability. So yeah, that's for anybody, man. You gotta have your emotions in check. Like, that shit is childish. If you gotta heal, go to therapy, do your thing. And there be people that don't got shit to lose too, that be the most out of line when it comes to having their emotions in check. Don't got shit to lose. Right? Confusing shit. Yeah. My man's right here. What's good, bro? Appreciate you. Yes, sir, man. We here. Hey, drop y'all answers. Y'all see the question up on the board. What do men find attractive in a woman today? Let me know what y'all think. Ladies, let me know what y'all think men find attractive. And dudes, put some game out there, man. What do y'all find attractive in women today? Put it out there. Open to do new things and experiences. Tiani, what's your zodiac? And I'm not one of the person that's like, oh, I know that you only act this way but I'm just curious because like the going out to do new things part, yeah, I'm curious. I have a speculation, but I want to see if I'm right. What's your zodiac sign? But yeah, open to do new things. That's good because you don't want to go on the same dates every single week. Aries. Okay, that makes sense. One thing Day is going to do is Google and research. Yeah, I had to. I usually don't go crazy about fact checking, but that one I had to because I didn't just want to piggyback off of what she said with emotional intelligence. I'm like, okay, I agree with her, but let me make sure I know for sure exactly the ins and outs. Aries. That makes sense. That makes so much sense. So I'm a Sagittarius and we get along the most with Aries and Geminis. So that 1000% makes sense that you're in Aries. Okay, Aries. What are we in? Capricorn season? Shout out to the Capricorns. Shout out to the Sagittarius. Our season just passed, but it was dope. For those who don't know, I'm a Sagittarius. And a month ago today, well, a month ago and one day, I turned 30. So moving forward, my answers on these joints going to be a little different. Okay, so Jaya just said, I'm saying if a man is, I don't know, FSTO, about something and the female on some, you act like a bitch or something like that, but he really have a valid reason. That's a great point. I like that answer. So she's pretty much saying like if a dude has a valid reason to why he's either expressing his emotions or telling a chick about herself and she goes, why you acting like a bitch? Again, too much to lose. A dude got too much to like, cause in that'll make a dude flip out. Like, what? Who you calling the bitch? Da, 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 da. And he gonna flip out and do whatever? Like, nah, if you egging somebody on, if you egging your partner on to lash out, that's no good. It's a liability. I like that, Jaisha. I like that. I don't know how to pronounce this. I think me like someone who can maneuver in any environment. Okay, so someone who can maneuver in any environment. Okay, so someone we could take to the mall or the ball, take to the show, take to any. Is that what you're saying? Like someone that a dude can like take anywhere, take around his homeboys, take around his family, take around anyone. You know what I'm saying? Like go anywhere. Y'all could go to the strip club. Y'all can go to a ball. Y'all can go to a, you know what I'm saying, type shit. Like, I think that's what you're saying. I don't know how to pronounce. How do you, I am B Tolion, Lamb Batolion. I'm probably butchering the shit out of your IG name. I don't know how to say it, but okay, I see what you're saying. So can maneuver in any environment. Yeah, that's clutch. That's clutch. Because if not, then listen, I'm just gonna be a hundred right here. Because if not, then you're gonna find someone who can do that. Like if I'm dealing with a chick that I like, but I know I can only bring her in this environment, then I'm gonna find another chick that I can bring in that environment. And I'm not talking about lamb to lion. Okay, bet. I like that. Lamb to lion. Damn. I don't know how I didn't get that. Everybody got that except for me. But yeah, if and I'm speaking on my perspective on this because I'm not in a relationship. I'm not really looking for a relationship. So when I say have one for both, I'm not talking about having two girlfriends. For me personally, that's draining to have two girlfriends that's separated and living two lives. Like I would rather just approach two women and be like, hey, do y'all want to try this polygamy thing out? I'd go that route before trying to keep two separate exclusive girlfriends. But I'm talking about just dealing with a dating. But anyway, like I said, if you have one that can only move in this environment or move around these type of people or move this type of way, then you're going to want to find someone who can fill that other void, you can bring around this part. You know what I mean? And let me say this, it's better to have one that can only move around the more squeaky clean environment than the non. Because, I mean, if you bring around a non, she might be a little bit out of place, but you'll rather that than who can move in the kind of yada mean environment and try to bring her around the squeaky clean, and now she making both of y'all look crazy. You know what I mean? Lamb to lion. I like this answer. Have to know how to carry yourself. Yeah. People who don't have anything to lose is scary. Yes. That's what I'm saying. Those be the first ones to bring you down. Cause it's like what they got to lose. They're gonna bring you down to your shit. They're gonna bring you down to your shit. I hope the Lions lose tonight. It's halftime. Look like they about to lose. But yeah, man. And that actually goes into I'm gonna actually end this episode with like a reflection of 2024, and I'm gonna get y'all reflections as well. And that goes into like a huge reflection I had to end the year. Like people, you know what I'm saying, who don't got shit to lose. You gotta cut that tie, man. And it can be no love lost. You can still be cordial at most with the person, whatever may have you. But if someone got shit to lose, man, what way can they go? They can't go up. So they just got to bring you down. That's it. They ain't got no other option. Yeah, man. For real. Johnisha, what up, baby? What's good? Lamb to lion. I don't know how I fucked that up. Have to know how to carry yourself. Yeah, man. You gotta know how to carry yourself. Yo, Desi, cut it out. What up, Johnisha? So for those who just tuning in, as you can see on the screen, our question of the day or of the night, if you would, is what do men find attractive in women? This can be characteristics. This can be a mentality. This can be physical, whatever. I want to hear from both sides. Men, what do y'all find attractive in a woman today? And women, what do y'all think men find attractive in y'all today? Let's hear it from both sides. Let's help each other out tonight. All right. We got some great answers so far. A few answers just to go down the list. We had exclusiveness. I said exclusiveness. We had mentality, state of mind, if you would. Know how to cook. That was one. Know how to maneuver in different environments. That was one. Open to doing new things and experiences. That was one. Emotional intelligence, very important. That was one. So we had some good ones, man. We had some good ones. Let me know what y'all think. How do you? This is my first time using this software. I got the new joint. Johnisha, what up? So that's the question, man. We got what, 10 more minutes? So drop y'all comments. Fellas, drop the comments. Put it out there. What do y'all find attractive in a woman today? And ladies, what do y'all think dudes find attractive in y'all? I want to hear it. Like I said, exclusiveness, sense of humor. That was a good one. Shout out to Tiani on that when she said sense of humor. Yes. Gotta be able to go back and forth with the laughs. You got to. I mean, life too serious and fucked up as it is to be not laughing. You know what I mean? Thanks for calling Day at Night. Who's this?
It's Tehani.
Tehani, what it do, baby?
You know, I was watching the live and I was like, you know what? I ain't never called, so I'm gonna just call in tonight.
You know what? That's actually true. This is your first time ever calling on a joint. How's it feel?
It feels cool. It reminds me of like on the radio when you used to do like dedications and shit.
Yeah. So that's
I showed my age a little bit.
Nah, it's all good. I mean, if you don't remember the radio, anyone who's viewing, if you don't remember the radio, then you're too young to be tuning in. But nah, that's definitely true. That's the vibe I want to bring with Day at Night. Like when I made Day at Night, I was like, I want to bring live stream meets podcast meets radio. Like that's literally like the
Yeah, I
three
love it.
all right, so let's get into the topic. So you dropped some good answers. But yeah, tonight's topic is what do men find attractive in a woman today? What do you got for us, Tiani, host of Long Story Short podcast? Make sure y'all check it out, by the way.
All right. So I think that men find it attractive when a woman allows him to be a man to her. So I say that because for a long time, like, you know, I was raised by a mom who, you know, it was just her. And so she taught me that, like, anything that I need to do, that I can do it myself. But at the same time, like, as I grew up and went into relationships with other men, it actually stabbed me in the foot how independent I could be.
You still there? Hello? I think we lost.
Allow him to do things for me.
Tiani, can you hear me? I can hear you now, but we.
Oh.
So you went out.
Okay.
Your phone went out after you said it would stab you in the foot, and you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It would stab me in the foot because I would be so independent in my relationships that I wouldn't allow him to do anything for me. So I would like emasculate him, whereas like it could go from like just grabbing something from the store for me to like fixing the towel rack because I know how to do it myself, you know, like, and so then it kind of deterred him from wanting to do things for me, like whether it was like big or small. And so as I started to like work more on like being like more feminine as a woman, I noticed the type of men that came into my life would change, and because I would allow him to like be a man to me, if that makes sense.
Yeah, for sure. So like so in the previous scenarios when the dude would try that, but you would like kind of push away from it and do it on your own. And let me just say, like, when we try to do gestures like that for a woman, that's out of love. Like how a woman will cook for us. Like if I'm dealing with a chick, like, and she needs something hung up in her crib, if she needs a TV mounted, or if she needs something done on her car, I'm doing that out of love. So when a dude would try to do those acts towards you, I'm almost certain it was out of love. Like, let me ask you, did you view it that way? Like, how did you view it when a dude would try to do acts for you, but you would push away with it because you wanted to be in that independent mind state?
So this is what I'm about to say is definitely on growth, okay? But like I would think that like, oh, he thinks I can't do it. Like I can do whatever he can do. You know what I mean? And that was definitely my ego talking, you know, like and I had to like work through a whole lot of that stuff because at the end of the day, like a relationship is a partnership, and like it should be about working together and not just and it's not just, well, he thinks I can't do it. That's why he's asking me to do it, or that's why he wants to do it. When he's really doing it because that's how he shows he cares. And I'm learning a lot about that from my dad because I'm visiting my dad. My dad's this old country man from the sticks. I'm in Alabama right now, by the way.
I saw that on your story.
That's probably why my service going in and out. When I say I'm in the sticks, if you could see my location, there's just green around me.
yeah, I saw that on your story.
He's like a real like traditional like Southern guy where like, you know, he's like the woman cooks and blah blah blah. But like anything, like he doesn't have me do anything that goes outside of like inside the house in a sense. So like, you know, he'll like look at my car, he like, you know, moves all this stuff, or like if we need something like bolted up or whatever, like you said, like no matter how small it is, he's like, I'm gonna do it, like don't do it.
Right.
So like I learned that like in his eyes it's like that's what I'm supposed to do. Yeah. Because like that is the relationship between like a man and a woman. Not saying that if a woman, you know, like if you are alone and you need to get something done, like, yeah, girl, do your thing. But like if there's a man that's there willing to like be there for you and take that load off your chest, then like allow him to do that because that fulfills him.
It does.
Even though like you could do it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, it does. It definitely makes us feel you know, like we're doing our part, like we holding it down. Definitely makes. So let me ask you. So let me ask you this: how did you come to learn this, and like what did you do to like realize this, and then you know what I'm saying actually work on the situation?
So, well, it definitely, you mentioned it earlier. Like I did a lot of like therapy, and like a lot of it was looking at how I grew up. Like that's what it ultimately came down to, is how I grew up, and so like. I had to unlearn some things that my mom taught me, not because it was wrong, but because it was counterproductive and like wanting like, you know, anybody, well, not anybody, but I'm just going to come to my like, eventually like I want to be in a committed relationship, right? But that means that I have to relinquish power. I can't control everything.
Yeah, no.
And so like I have to be open to like being in a partnership and not a dictatorship, because all my relationships were dictatorships where I'm the one telling him what to do all the time. And like, you know, if I need something done, like I'm going to tell him to go grab me the thing so I can do it. Like that's how it was before. And then I had to reflect on my relationships. Like, okay, well, this is how you've been doing it this whole time, and this is the result. So you have to do something different in order to have a different result, right? And so it was funny. I was talking to this guy, and he's like, he felt some type of way because I opened the door for myself. And he's like, yeah, you didn't even give me the chance to open the door for you. And like, and I just was like, at first I was like, it's not even that big of a deal. But like, but I was only thinking of it from my perspective and not being open to like how it made him feel.
Yeah. Was it for a door
like,
for like a building?
It'd be the tiniest stuff. Yeah.
It was a door.
Like I just walked right in.
Yeah, nah, he's right.
Yeah.
He's right.
Yeah, and like I did it, and I asked him like, "Oh, can you like educate me, because I don't get what the problem is right now." Yeah. And that's another thing too. I think that men find attractive is when like a woman can ask how you feel and not use it as a weapon.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, like I want the person that I'm with to be able to tell me how they feel, and I don't want to beat them over the head with whatever explanation that they gave me, because I think that it's wrong. Like, because it's not about being right or wrong. You can either be right or you can be happy.
Yeah. Let me ask you something. So the previous situations you were talking about, when you said like it was a dictatorship, you would tell the dude to do this, like you ran the relationship pretty much, right? In those situations, because those are very much alive. And when you see that, a man from the outside looking in, if I see a situation like that, if I see a relationship like that, first thing I'm thinking is the dude is weak. The dude is a simp. If you letting a woman tell you what to do left and right, that's how I'm just being 100. That's how I'm going to see it. But you see a lot of those situations and relationships out here. So my question is, for you and for the woman tuning in, if y'all could leave a comment, for these relationships where like y'all run the dude, like, is that fun for y'all? Like, Because okay, you get what you want because you're kind of running it, but like, is that fun for y'all? Like, how do y'all see that? Like, because if you ask me, I think every lioness wants to be tamed. But when y'all have to be the king of the jungle, like, is that fun? Like break that down for me. When a woman's in a relationship like that, is that fun for y'all? Like, how do you see that?
So I'll say for me, when I was that person in a relationship, it was comforting to me because I feel comfort when I can control every detail of everything that's around me.
Mm-hmm.
So, but when I was doing it for so long, then I fell into this mode of like, fuck, sometimes I just want to come home and not think. You know what I mean? But I
Right.
had created the environment in the relationship where I have to come up. It could be something as small as like, what are we gonna eat? Like I would always find comfort in like having control in every single detail. And when I kind of like changed my mentality about it, because for me, like it came from a place like not feeling safe. I didn't feel safe with a man, so I had to tell him what to do because I couldn't trust him. So
Mm.
so once I kind of like got like started learning more about me as a woman and like the things that I actually want as a person, I was like, you know what? Like if what does it mean to feel safe with my partner? And what I learned what it meant to me is that I can shut my brain completely off and I know that everything will be okay. But I also have to give that person, like, I have to know him enough, right? Learn about him because a lot of these relationships, I didn't really learn about them. Like, we were hopping into the relationship after like 3 months,
Yeah.
maybe even less than that. And
what
so
was
I
your
didn't even know
nickname?
anything about him.
What you say your nickname was?
Kenneth Tehani.
Tenet Chayadi. Yeah. You was moving
Yes,
too
I was
fast.
hopping. I was just collecting keys like they were the.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you gotta get to know and see if he's worthy of. Okay, so now let's okay, so compared to now, can you hear me? I think you were breaking up a little bit.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
compared to now, you dealing with a dude opposite. You know he can take initiative. You know he can lead. You can put your trust into this dude leading you as a man. How do you go about that now compared to the situations before when you didn't?
So the thing about it is that people will tell you so much about themselves without even saying a word. That's what I learned is that I had to pay attention more about like what this person is showing me because at first I'm just looking at like, oh, he's fine. Like I'm pretty sure like he's all right. Like if he's cute for in a person, we're very like minimal. And so when I had to figure out what I actually want in a person. So now it's like I really pay attention to like, for example, like even if he says something like, "Oh, you know what? I'm gonna call you back," and he doesn't call me back till the next day, like it just tells me like something prioritized was more important than to even just be like, "Oh, he couldn't communicate to me like, oh, I can't call you back right now." Like
Yeah.
that tells me like sometimes like you don't communicate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like so then I'm like I kind of just pick up on those little things and from there I just ask myself like, is this something that you want to deal with? Because if he doesn't want and I'm definitely not saying that's a bad thing by the way, but I'm just saying like really looking into like the little quote unquote red flags because
Mm-hmm.
sometimes they can be so tiny like something like that but later on like you know he might not communicate like he might go out and just not like don't hear from him for 2 days like that's what it can escalate to be and it's within his behavior because he showed you that before
Yeah.
so like it's like really paying attention to the tiny details and like asking myself the conscious question of like do I want to deal with that or am I going to say something about it? Because you can definitely like bring up something that bothers you in a person without trying to like hurt their feelings. Because at the end of the day, if I want to like talk about why maybe something that you did upset me, I don't need to tell you in a way to try to like hurt you because then it's counterproductive. I just need you to know and we got to talk about it.
Yeah. What Kendrick
So it's like
say?
looking at those little things.
Yeah, Kendrick said communication save the nation. And yeah, we got some
For real.
and we got some comments that's backing you up in the comment section. So I'm actually get to this comment section, but nonetheless, Tayani, definitely appreciate you for calling in. Again, y'all, Long Story Short podcast. Make sure y'all tune in. It's literally spelled out Long Story Short podcast. Her shit is dope. I was on there a few times. She has great conversation, great content. So make sure that y'all go ahead and check her out.
Thank you.
Yeah, be
This
safe.
is
Be
so
safe.
fun.
Yeah, for sure. Be safe out there in Alabama and Texas. It's open gun laws in both of them joints. Be safe out there.
They sure do. Thanks. Happy New Year.
Same to you. I'll talk to you later. All right, so we ready to get to these comments. All right, let's see. What do we got? All right, let's get to these comments section. And where did I? Okay, here we go. This is where I left off last. I think men find attractive to my independence, but then again, I could just be attracting a leech. Yep. Like I said, you're dealing with a sucker, a soft dude. Like, and even as a dude, like being in a situation with a girl, run, I like, what the fuck? Like, how is that like fun? I mean, at the end of the day, man, a dude will go through it to get the ass. But like, again, once you take yourself out of that equation, you go celibate at some point in your life and you separate that shit. Or if you just like, coochie is coochie. Like what the fuck? Like, I don't know. I just like, is it even worth the ass at that point? And I'm not saying I never simped. I've ever simped before at one point, yes, but I've never let a chick completely run over me. You know what I'm saying? No shit like that. Like been like the woman in a relationship. I'd like, how is that fun as the dude or the woman for either party? Y'all are literally put out of your position. I like, how is that fun? Like you're doing it just to get some ass? Like it's not even worth the ass at that point. How is that fun? So Mookie says she could just be attracting leeches. Okay, a go-getter. Being nurturing, yeah. I'm telling you, man, being nurturing, man, that shit just, you know what I mean? Every king needs his calmness at some point. Someone in touch with their feminine side, I would hope so. Lamb to lion, I would hope so. I run from men like that. Yeah, these are funny. Yeah, those are the dudes we was talking about earlier. Damon, what up? In order for me, one, eyes and eyebrows. Okay, so now we're getting to the physical. I like this. Everything was just kind of characteristics and mental. Now we're getting to the physical. I like this. I didn't want us to leave the physical out. Like, this is physical, everything. Like, what do we find attractive? Everything. So Damon said, in no order, eyes and eyebrows. Okay, smile, sense of humor, good piece of conversation, and feminine power. Okay, the feminine power, they brought it up before. Good sense of humor, that was brought up before. Good sense of humor is important, man. Don't be no boring ass person. Like, who wants that? Okay, eyes and eyebrows and smile. You want to know something for me? Lips. Like, I've always been infatuated with a woman's lips. My Lord. Like, I love voluptuous lips on a woman. Chef's fucking kiss.
Sensational.
All right. So that was a good one. I must start because it's getting out of hand. Yeah, Mookie, you dealing with leeches. Come on, Mookie. Is that fun? Mookie, if you still in here, is that fun? Like, let me know, is it fun? I want to know, like, for some women, like, is that fun for y'all? Like, I don't know. She has a point. My ex was very attractive to me because she allowed me to do for her. Yeah. And like Tayani was talking about, like letting a dude do man things. We like that. Like how some women, and this is a separating factor. Like some women like to cook for their man because they like the gesture of it. They like doing that shit. It's the same I'm speaking for me. If I can do shit for you at your crib, on your car, like do handy shit, do shit that you may not know to do or may not be capable to do, that's a good feeling for me. If I could change your headlight, change your battery, change your oil, hang shit around your crib, hang your curtains, mount your TV, if I put shit together, put your dresser together, if I could do shit, like that's a good feeling. Like I'm doing my job and it's fulfilling on both sides. It is. So don't think that we would do that shit, just do it. It's fulfilling. Just like how some women like to cook because it's fulfilling. I like that. Hell nah. I'm like, please hang these curtains. Yeah, lamb to lion, exactly. Nah, for real. I love a handyman. Yeah, man. And listen, fellas, like, yo, and that's one thing I learned like over these past couple years, because I used to, well, I still do sometimes, but not as much. Like I mount TVs on the side, and like I've like realized that like not a lot of dudes are like handy. Like not a lot of dudes have a toolbox. Like I think if you're a grown man without a toolbox and you behind the curve, like I've mounted TVs for women who have boyfriends. And I think that shit is absurd to me. So like fellas, like that's a advantage. If you handy, you know how to do shit around the crib. If you have a toolbox, that's an advantage. And women find it attractive. I've actually bagged it. I've bagged something off of strength of hanging her TV. I'll lie to you not. I'll lie to you not. So fellas, that's a yeah. I'm telling you. Many women do things for themselves because they have to, not because they want to. Well, I don't know, because Tayani says she did it because she wanted to, because she didn't feel safe enough to let the person do that. But I see what you're saying, because yeah, a lot of women do because they have to, because I mean, they may not have nobody, who knows? We are the common denominator in all of our failed relationships. Who's we? What do you, Damon, elaborate that. Yes, please, woman, don't weaponize your man's honesty and vulnerability. Yeah, and let me say this, because you see a lot today, and I know the comments are kind of they're pouring in. I'm making my way down. I'll get to it, but and you know, you see a lot of comments today where dudes be like, "Nah, you can't open up to a woman because this will happen," because that happens a lot. It happens a lot. Like, it would take a lot for me to open up to a woman to a certain point. It would take a lot. Because I mean, it's just I can't personally think of a situation where it didn't backfire, and then you even see it, you hear about it, like it's nasty. It's nasty. So you got to really find a woman who goes back to what Jaya just said, has emotional intelligence, is understanding of that side of you opening up to her. But it's I don't know, man. It's sticky waters going down that road, man. Me personally, I don't know. I'll go down it to a certain extent, but other than that. I'm not attracted to men I can run over. Yeah, like I don't. Lamb to Lion said it sucks real bad. Yeah, and I know I know these situations going into it. Most times, women don't want to just go straight into it like, "Oh, I'm a bitch him." Y'all kind of poke the bear, and rightfully so. You want to see if your dude can handle the smoke. You don't just go into every situation and just give the dude the keys to the crib. And I'm talking figuratively and sometimes literally. Shout out to Tenant Tehani. But you poke the bear to see if the bear is worthy. You kind of put us through some slight tests to see how we react, right? I get that. See if we gonna put you in check. See if we ain't gonna go for that shit, right? So I see that part. I see that part. But if you straight up fighting a dude to not get that side out, then that's different. But yeah, I mean, I get it. So I agree with that. You should put, you know what I'm saying? You shouldn't just straight give a dude the keys to the kingdom. You should put him to see if he's worthy of holding you down first. Yeah, for sure. That's how you separate the men from the boys. I ain't mad at that. We do it when we feel like they can't lead or won't take initiative. Boom, just said it. Case in point. Good shit, Asia. What up, Asia? How you, by the way? She was correct. Actions speak louder than words. You don't have to ask a man anything. They will show you every time. Actions speak louder than words. If you spend quality time with people and pay attention to how they move, they will show you everything you need to know. Yeah, just be quiet. Just sit back and just watch. They'll either show you or tell you. If you don't say shit, someone will tell you everything you need to know. Don't say shit. 3 words that we all need to use in dating. Intentionally. I ain't even going to try to pronounce that, Damon. I ain't even going to hold you. Okay, wait, here we go. All right. Discernment. Okay. It was just a typo. Intentionality, discernment, and alignment. I like that. Everyone ends up miserable. And she was responding to when you are, everyone ends up miserable when you're in a situational relationship where roles are reversed, where she's the man and he's the woman. That shit it has to be miserable. Like, what the fuck for everybody? Yeah. Everybody's miserable. Yes, I agree. I love a man's lips. Yeah, I love a woman's lips. Jesus. You know what else I like? And it kind of complements lips. I like braces on a woman. Like, I've always kind of liked braces on a woman. Like, and then braces, helps a woman's lips poke out a little bit more too. So I like braces and a nice set of lips. I kind of got like a little braces, little kink. I ain't gonna hold you. Heavy on the lips. All right. Lips and soft skin. Oh, man, soft skin. Soft skin. Yo, I was dealing with a chick who she would get, what did she call it? I think she called it like a Korean body scrub, some type of Asian body scrub. And like, we was hanging out the next day and, you know what I'm saying, I was feeling on it the next day and I was like, my God, this shit is fucking amazing. All right, I'm going somewhere. Ambition. Okay, ambition is a good one. I love an oil changer. Yeah. Yeah, man. That shit can easily like set you up for success, y'all. Like, fellas, if you a handyman, if you do shit like that, because a lot of dudes don't know how to. And I was surprised. Like, I was legit surprised. Like, when I was a kid, I used to always fuck around and get into my grandfather's toolbox and like just do shit. Like, I taught myself about tools and how to fix shit since I was a kid. So like, to be an adult and like go to these different women's cribs and do shit around their crib or hang up their TVs, and for them to say they have a boyfriend, like, wait, you have a boyfriend? Why am I hanging up your TV? Like, dudes don't know how to, like, so yo, if you know how to, if you handy, then that's a separating factor right there. It ain't no fun, and I don't really come across, it ain't no fun, and I barely come across guys that have they own. Like, it's rare where I'm from, and it's sad, very sad. Where are you from, Mookie? Curious. And maybe the ones that do have their own is hidden out the way. I think that's what it is. Because if you have your own, then you out the way because you got shit to lose. And you enjoy your own. I love my crib. Every time I step into my crib, especially coming from a vacation, like if I go visit back home, like recently, like Thanksgiving, I went back home in Maryland and I came back to my crib in Charlotte. Soon as I stepped into my crib, I looked at it and then I had my Febreze plugged in and it smells good. I was like, yo, I fucking love my crib. So if it's a situation that comes up and it's like an outing, I weigh out the options. I'm like, okay, will it be more fun than being in my crib? Because being in your own space is fun as shit. It's the shit for real, for real. My ex-wife told me when we were dating that she had never dated a man with a toolbox. That is insane. Like, Danville, Virginia. This is insane to me. When my grandfather passed away when I was 24 years old, like I said, I used to always get into his toolbox ever since I was like 7. I used to get in trouble for it. But I always got into my grandfather's toolbox and would take his tools and just fuck around with it. I was self-taught with all that shit. When he passed away, the very first thing that I was like, yo, I need that. You know, when people pass, you know, people grabbing stuff, and very first thing I was like, yo, I need that was my grandfather's toolbox. That was the first thing I took. That sounds fucked up. Not in a bad way. Y'all know what I mean. But that was the first thing I was like, yo, I need that. Don't throw it away. Don't give it to nobody else. I need Pop's toolbox. It's under my sink right now. And that just amazes me. Like, yo, like, I don't know. That amazes me that a lot of dudes don't have toolboxes out here. That shit is insane. Like, it's such an easy way to separate yourself from the crowd, fellas. It ain't fun at all. Okay, we already got to him. We, aka us, we are the common denominator because we played a role in our failed. Okay, I see what you're saying. Tenant Tehani. Asia, what up? Love me some rough hands. Do y'all so women like rough hands? That's a real thing. I didn't know if that was real or not. Like, I heard some women say they do, some women say they don't. Do y'all like rough hands? Like where you could tell a dude lifts and does shit like that? Yeah, I don't use gloves. It's when you get them calluses on your shit, that should be annoying. I don't use gloves when I work out, so that shit is kind of inevitable for some people. Yes, for sure. Nessa, what are you saying yes to? Oh, the hands. You're saying yes to the hands? Okay, so y'all like hands. Well, that's a real thing. Means you put in work. Okay.
Sensational.
I didn't know that was a real thing. Like, I would hear it, but I thought it was like I don't know. Okay, that's good to know. That is good to know. Girls be using sugar scrubs and then using body butter. So this goes to soft skin. When we asked, what do men find attractive in a woman? Someone said soft skin. That's what Charlotte Cigar Week, my dog Damon, that's what he was referring to. Yo, that shit is, God, bro, that shit is, when she's soft and her hair soft and smell good and her skin soft and smell good, man, oh man, yes, I agree with y'all. That one, 100%. Don't be ashy. Don't be having rough ass skin. You know what I mean? Don't be smelling like just a bar of Ivory soap or Dove soap and that's it. Nah, put that body butter on. You know what I mean? 1000%, yeah. Shout out to Danville, Virginia. Okay. Like I said, Mookie, they might be ducked off, or you might have to go to a like a nearby larger city, something like that. I don't know. But usually people that have their own shit, they usually be ducked off. Bro, I watched and helped my uncles do handy stuff as a kid. That's how I learned. Yeah. Like I would watch and help my grandfather. Or my stepdad, either one. My stepdad was more so like the cars and shit. Day, what up? My dog Day. Hey, Day, I know you got some good stuff for us. Drop in the comment section. What do you find attractive in a woman today? This can be characteristics. This can be all the above. I saw your answer. We about to get to it. That was a dope answer. Okay, so means you put in work. All right, fellas, they like the rough hands. That means we put in, or they see it as we put in work. Okay, no rough hands, scratching my soft skin up. Okay, so Asia ain't for it. Okay, neither is Johnisha. She said, you're not scratching me. Okay, so it's like half and half with the rough hands. Use them rough hands to exfoliate. My dog Day, what up? Okay, so y'all ain't with the rough hands. Okay, my dog Day dropped a fucking bomb. Before I put this answer up, I didn't see this answer not once, but it's a great answer nonetheless. The question is, what do men find attractive in a woman today? My dog Day said her relationship with God. It's a great answer, Day. That's a great answer, Day. That's a great one. I like that. And I ain't talked to you since my Eagle took care of your Steelers, by the way. I hope we still homies, you know what I mean? Y'all in the playoffs, so, y'all gonna do your thing once y'all get to the playoffs. Great answer, though. A man that has a relationship with God is top tier. Yeah. And as far as relationship with God, it ain't gotta be the heaviest of, you know what I'm saying? Just a good, strong relationship with God, man. You ain't gotta be no preacher or nothing like that. And this is for anybody, but yeah, man, if you ain't got a relationship with God, if you ain't got that relationship with your inner peace, you know what I mean? Then it's like, damn, like, what do you got that's holding you down for real? Homeless men have rough hands too, so that means nothing. Hey, yo. That's funny as hell. That game was crazy. Yeah, it was. I was drunk. Yo, I was so drunk during. I don't even get that drunk no more. Like, I told myself I was going to go to the bar that my homegirl was at. I was like, I'm going to get 2 Modelo's, watch the first half, and go home. I ain't get home till like 1 in the morning. Julio, all types of shit. I was toe up that night. But, yeah, it was a crazy game. That's all. So that's it, Day. That's it. Very important. So that's it. That's all. Okay. I like that. What time we got? Okay, we've been going for 1:15. All right, that's a good answer. All right, so as far as the question of the day, at least the first one, that's it. To close out this show, so it is the new year. What? 2 days away from entering 2025, which is still fucking insane. It's a bunch. Got plenty. We'll go ahead and go down the list, bro. We got a couple of minutes before we land the plane. Name a few of them, Day, so we can dissect. Like I said, this for everybody. And you a good brother, man. So lay them out there. Let's put the women on game. You know what I mean? Let's put the women on game. Lace them out there. We had some great answers all day. We had sense of humor, mentality, soft skin, lips, eyes, eyebrows, exclusiveness, emotional intelligence, relationship with God. All types of great answers. Yeah, we had some great ones. Oh, being able to, you know what I'm saying? Being able to be around different environments, being able to take her here, take her there. I don't know if Dede's still in here. I'll give you like another minute. I don't know if you got something for us. I feel like you got some good ones, bro. If you still in here. We about to land the plane. Get ready for 2025. A woman that know how to cook. Yeah, this was one of the earlier joints. Yup, definitely a woman that know how to cook. 1000%. It's different, bruh. Having that home cooked meal by a woman you deal with, and it's made out of love. It's I don't care if it's my favorite restaurant that she's picking up food from. Now, if she can't cook, if it's nasty and she's still cooking out of love, then yeah, we gotta talk. But if she's at least decent at cooking, cooks with love, that's better than any restaurant. Oh my God.
Sensational.
It is, I mean, it's untouchable. And like when you eating, like you just be, the love goes from the food to you. And like when you eating, your body is just like, you just like, yo, like it's the best shit ever. So yeah, cooking. And shout out to Cooking with Kaya. She got a lot of women on their game. Like, it's crazy that it took for some women to realize that, yes, we like when y'all could throw down in the kitchen. They was like, oh, they really do like it. Okay, and a lot of women biting her style. And like I was saying, I hope she gets some type of sponsorship or brand deal because she got good, clean content. She cooking. You know what I'm saying? Attractive young black woman just cooking, doing her thing, making content. She better get some sponsorship deals because that Hawk Tua girl got a fucking, she got a, what's that shit called? She got a, not Bitcoin, but whatever them joints is called. She got one of them, got a podcast, got sponsorship deals, all types of stuff. So they better give Cooking with Kaya something. And a lot of these joints that biting her style, they better give her credit too. Because there's a lot of women biting her style, making cooking content now. That shit's crazy. Especially when you get home from work, yo. I'm telling you, it's nothing like it. They said, I'd be hungry looking at her videos. You're freak ass. It's like, nah. I honestly haven't even seen any of her videos yet. I haven't seen any of them. I mean, I've seen like clips and I know like what she does and all that, but I haven't seen any of her videos. But yeah, man, I could imagine Cooking with Kai. Let me get your jersey. Go Birds, baby. That boy Saquon cracked for 2K. 2K say, come on now. Shout out to the Giants. I like all my friends that are Giants fans. I thank them all the time. Every game Saquon goes off, I literally shoot them a text. Thank you so much. They be like, fuck you. All right, so we about to land the plane. I'll be just saw clips. Yeah, not for real though. But yeah, she doing her thing. Shout out to her. All right, so we about to land the plane. Like I said, we about to enter 2025. So for the last 5 to 10 minutes of the show, we about to get into it like this. Biggest takeaway of 2024 for y'all. Let me know y'all biggest takeaway of 2024. And while y'all commenting, I'm going to throw mine out there. So my biggest takeaway for 2024 was that you cannot help everybody. You cannot please everybody. You can't please everybody. And, you know, we try to please everybody or as many people as we can because we don't want to be the bad person. We don't want to be the bad guy or bad woman, if you would. We don't want to be the bad person. But one thing I realized with you can't please everybody is that sometimes you gotta be all right with being the bad person. You gotta be all right with it. Like, if me putting myself first means that you look at me as the bad person because I can't please you because I'm putting myself first, I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm like, call me the villain, call me the Joker, whatever you want. Like now I'm perfectly fine with that. That was the biggest thing that this shit taught me this year. Like, you know, I've parted ways with a lot of people, not a lot, but a good handful of people this year, and mostly, and I don't even look at them as bad. I don't look at me as bad, and like even if they were a distraction, just because someone's a distraction on me, they a bad person, it's just not meant to be right there, right then and there. You can't please them, so just gotta part ways and do you and focus on you. And I'm telling you this, each situation in that, I look as a blessing because every single time I came in a situation where I had to part ways with someone that I really had love for, respect for, or loyalty for, every single time I parted ways, blessings would come. every single time. So, and then again, like recently I stopped dealing with someone because it was just like, yo, it was a situation. I'm trying to put myself first. And she saw, like, I was the villain for it. I'm like, you know what? This shit is draining. If I'm the villain, cool. I'll be the villain all day, every day. No fucking problem. So that's my biggest takeaway from 2024. You can't please everybody. And sometimes you got to be all right with being a bad person to them, to their perspective. Don't force what's not wanted. Yes. You can't force shit. Putting yourself first isn't selfish. You need to pour into yourself before others. Yeah. And people think that just because you pour into other people all day, every day, yeah, that's a good thing, but you're going to wear yourself out. You're going to drain yourself out. You're going to drain yourself out. People change. Feelings change every day. Every single day, people change and feelings change. Every single day. Every single day. That part, like Tiani said, yeah, that part, for real. Oh, we're going to close out with this. Fellas, a man without sexual discipline is a liability. Day, I wish you would have called in. I mean, I'm about to get off now, but I wish you would have called in on what's today? Monday? Friday, make sure you call in because I'll be preaching this, bruh. So for those who don't know, 2 years ago, I went celibate for like 6 months. I probably would have went longer, but it ended because my rule was vacation or birthday. And it was literally a girl on vacation on her birthday. Well, never mind. But anyway, that was one of the best things I've ever done for real. Because you know how to separate it, right? Because we talked about it earlier. A dude will see a chick that he finds attractive and look past all the bullshit just because he's trying to fuck. And really, that's lowering your self-value as a man. And like you said, you're a liability because of it. Every single man should go celibate at some point in his life. I think it's a must for every single man. Because from teenagers to, when you go from high school to college, you just wham, bam, you thinking with your head, just trying to smash. Cool, it's part of life. You should go through that experience. But at the same time, you should learn how to separate that shit. You got to learn how to separate that shit, man. A lot of dudes crash out because they don't have no sexual discipline. A lot of dudes end up with women that they don't even really like for real because they don't got sexual discipline. Have kids with women that they don't even really like for real because they don't got sexual discipline. Crash out, fight other dudes because they don't got sexual discipline. You know what I mean? You're definitely a liability. He dropping some gems. Yeah, that's my dog, Day. Day from round the way. My dog. I just saw your live, bro. I didn't know you was on this joint. Yeah. 9 to 10, but we went a little over today. But yeah, every Monday and Friday from 9 to 10. All right, we got Daniel. I know Daniel got something good. Talk to me, Danny. What you got? Sometimes God breaks your heart to save your soul. 2024 has given me the biggest blessing, which is my son, but it's also taught me some really harsh lessons. Sometimes God breaks your heart to save your soul. I like that, Danny. That was a great response. Cause yeah, at the end, and I've told you this, like down the road, something that you can't even imagine that's waiting for you. That's a bar. It is. I don't even want to go any further than this. That's a bar. It is. But yeah, Danny, I like that. 2025, man, listen, my favorite number is 7. A number I've been seeing a lot lately is 757. As I said that, I looked to the live joint and there's 7 people on. 757 is number. 2025, 5 plus 2 is 7. Then from the other 2 is 7. So I just know for me, myself, and everybody who has the same frequency as me, and if you tuning into this live, you have at least somewhat of a similar frequency to myself, then I know there's going to be a blessing here for all of us. For real, man. Like, for real. Because it's been starting, like, early. Like, shit started early. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. Work towards our blessings. Work towards... You know what I'm saying? What we want to reach. Danny, I really love this answer. And to kind of piggyback with what you just said, Danny, my dog Damon said, this brother said, don't say heartbreak, say heart shape or heart development. You know what's crazy about heartbreak? Ain't it crazy how like, and I know you just, okay, heart shape, but I know you just said, but anyway, you know what's crazy about like heartbreaks and shit? It's one of the, in the moment, heartbreak is one of the worst feelings. You don't sleep, you don't eat, you lose weight, your skin gets pale. It sucks. But that shit turns you to a fucking monster. Like, heart shape. Yeah, boom, heart shape. Like, that shit really sets you up for future scenarios to make sure that you Gucci. Like, you really be dodging the bullshit after that. Like, it's crazy how, like, heartbreak hurts so bad. But then again, it's one of the best things that you can go through because it really sets you up for that next scenario to really step 10 toes on that shit. But yeah, heart shape. I like that. Not heartbreak, but heart shape. Heart development. Heart development. I like that. My heart was shaped like a mother this summer. Yeah, man. Yeah. I kind of went through slight heartbreak this summer too, man. I had to part ways with a little, you know what I mean? That shit sucked. I love that heart development. Yeah. I'm just now coming out of it. It takes time, man. Shit. I ain't gonna lie. Shit, my little summer joint that I had to part ways with, I still miss her ass. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I'm Gucci. Like, I'm not heartbroken. I wouldn't say like I'm Gucci. Like, I still miss her ass, man. Shit, that shit real. When you build that bond with somebody, man, that shit real. It be like that, man. It was so powerful that I started a cigar line and dedicated a cigar to the experience. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Like we said, man, heart development has blessings at the end of it. So that was yours. You know what I mean? You got that cigar line at the end of it. Yeah, man. Okay, bet. Looking forward to it, man. Yeah, we got to lock in the date. We got to do that shit, man. I'm looking forward to that. So, what was it, like 2 years ago? Charlotte Cigar Week. That's my homie Damon. 2 years ago, we did an episode at a cigar lounge. Yo, we just smoked a cigar, had a glass of some nice whiskey. Uncle yours. Correct me if I'm wrong. It was last year, and man, we just kicked it for like a whole like 2 hours. So we're gonna run that back. But we're going to go live this time. When we do it this time, we got to go live with it. So I'm looking forward to that, man. Uncle Nearest. There we go. Uncle Nearest. Shout out to Uncle Nearest Whiskey. That shit was like that. Good stuff, man. All right, well, listen, y'all, we about to get up out of here. For everyone that tuned in, whether it was the beginning, middle, or end, I truly appreciate y'all. We are going to be back here Friday at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9 EST, every Monday and Friday. We are officially here. What song do I got to take us out? But yeah, like I said, if you tuned in, appreciate y'all. I'll catch up with y'all Friday. Hopefully the Lions lost to the 49ers. Shout out to the Eagles. Shout out to Saquon Barkley cracking 2K. We're going to see if he breaks the record against the Giants. I don't know. We might even play him. I don't know what's about to happen, but go Birds nonetheless. Shout out to everybody tuning in. Make sure that y'all stay safe, stay sane, but most importantly, stay blessed. We out. Peace. That's not the song I wanted to play. Where's the song at? Jesus. All right, y'all. We out. Hey, go Birds.
I'd like to introduce.
Listen to the day by day, play by play.
Woo!
Day by day.
I'd like to introduce.
Listen to the day by play. Day by day.
I'd like to introduce.
Listen to the day by day, play by play. Day by day.
I'd like to introduce.
Listen to the day by day, play by play. Day by day. Listen
I like to introduce.
Day by day.